Oh, oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Just lost all the blood to my body, but it went to my dick. I'm sorry, but... Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, hello folks. shintigercurl here, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you another awesome video. It's Wednesday night. So, by now, you're either watching Lucha Underground, which I am missing, or NXT TAKEOVER Unstoppable. That's right. It is the next NXT TAKEOVER live special, where the talent of NXT showcase why exactly they've been kicking the main roster's ass so much over the last year or so. So, what can we expect tonight? Well, let's get started. First match. Prince Pretty himself, Tyler Breeze, takes on the Demon, Finn Balor. And if this is your first time watching Finn Balor, you were in for such a fucking treat. Originally, this was supposed to be a triple threat between Breeze, Balor, and Hideo Itami, but Hideo is legit hurt. They came up with a good enough reason for it just before the show with someone, odds being Kevin Owens, just to be a dick, injuring him. So anyway, opening match, it was to be expected. A good opener, solid matchup. Got guys, two guys who know each other very well, mat ring tacticians, and unbelievable energy. But alas, of course, well, my bad, this was supposed to be a #1 contenders match for the NXT World title. And needless to say, Finn Balor picks up the win. You're good, Breeze, but you're not there yet. Next match, NXT Divas tag match between Brooke, I forgot her first name, I don't know, and the newly healed up Emma, now known as Evil Emma, versus Charlotte Flair, woo, and Bayley. Yep, Emma and Bayley used to be friends until Bayley decided to become a bitch because reasons. But yeah, Bayley, now this was a very good tag match, although it shows that Brooke is very botchy. I mean, there were points that she was too early or too late in her timing with Charlotte, and it was pretty obvious that Charlotte was having trouble with the timing on her moves. So it's just very clear. She still needs work, but she has potential. Of course, the end comes with the assist from Bayley. Charlotte hits her natural selection after her figure 8, which is like a figure 4, but 2 times is better. And her team picks up the win. There you go. Let's see. Next up, the Man Beast, Rhino, versus the Big Bad Wolf, Baron Corbin. Now, everyone who watches NXT knows Baron Corbin is the most unstoppable force that they have. Well, that's the champion anyway. And he wins all of his matches in squash matches. He had a smallish feud with Bull Dempsey, which wasn't as great as it was hyped up to be. But this match actually fills in that gap. This is exactly what Corbin needed to show off how badass he is. There was nothing technical about this match. There was no high fly spots, no technical or submission wrestling. This is just 2 beefy, burly guys beating the ever-loving piss out of each other just to see who could take it more. And this was Corbin's best match. He took everything that Rhino could dish out and then some. But he was able to eke out a victory by the fall of man. So, more credit and excellent work to Rhino for putting the guy over. He really needs it. So, Baron Corbin, keep an eye on this guy. He doesn't cut promos. He just goes in the ring, beats the shit out of you, and leaves. Arrive, kick ass, leave. That's all you need. Next matchup. Tag team titles are on the line as longtime #1 contenders Big Enzo Amore and his partner Big Cav, along with Carmella, take on the tag champs of Blake and Murphy. Now, I have a hard time remembering Blake and Murphy, because, well, their name is just generic. I mean, Blake and Murphy. I've never been too much of a fan of a tag team that just uses their regular names as their tag team name, because it doesn't really make you remember them. You have to. It's better that you remember the team name and you'll remember the team. So Blake and Murphy, and not only that, Blake and Murphy don't have any kind of major gimmick. I mean, they're just average. Like, I'm not to say they're average in the ring. They're okay in the ring. It's just there's nothing about them that remotely stands out. They don't have a very interesting look. They don't have a gimmick. They don't even have a team name. They're just Blake and Murphy. In a tag division that gave us guys like the Ascension and the Lucha Dragons and the Vaudevillains, we have Blake and Murphy. Yeah. But anyway, this was a solid tag match. Not as good as the tag matches have been recently on the main roster. The main roster tag division is on fire right now, and that says something. But the end came when Alyssa Bliss comes in and interferes in the matchup and gives Blake and Murphy the win. I'm not sure how I feel about this, because not just because I love Big Kaz and Enzo Amore. Now people would say, now I just said that using their names as a tag team name doesn't really make them memorable, but in this case, I'm okay with it for Enzo and Kaz, because Enzo and Kaz are fucking entertaining. They ooze charisma. They are ungodly good on the mic. How many guys do you know can use a tagline for paper towels to make yourself badass? Enzo calls himself the thicker, quicker, picker, upper. How many guys can say that? Look up some of their promos on YouTube. They're fucking brilliant. They are the second coming of the New Age Outlaws. And we haven't had a team that charismatic in a long time. But like I said, this ending made Blake and Murphy look even more unremarkable, because it's just typical heel stuff. It doesn't really make them stand out as a top team. But yeah, they won. I'm just not happy with the way they won. It was a good match. Didn't like the ending. I'm just going to say it right now. Didn't care for it. Next up, the second of our three title matches, Becky Lynch versus the champ, Sasha Banks. Just when I think I couldn't mark harder for something after what happened on Monday, I marked it out this time, because this was, again, one of the best women's matchups that I've ever seen. Really, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch went to town on it, and Eva Marie was in the audience tonight, and I hope to God she was taking notes, and those notes are about as thick as a friggin' phone book, because that is how you wrestle. These two women wrestled tonight. They didn't slap each other or just go through the motions of doing the moves. They told an epic storyline in the ring. The psychology was there, and it just looked amazing to watch. If you watch this matchup shows that not only that females in the WWE pull off great matches, but do so consistently. At this point, I didn't really care who won. Both of them won in my heart, but after a long, epic battle, Sasha Banks retains, but afterwards Becky Lynch got a fucking standing O, and she rightly deserved it. Now the main event, the rematch everyone wanting to see, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, NXT World Title. This was pretty much everything the last match was, but and taken to another level. Sami Zayn came to fight tonight, and he took it to Kevin Owens with a gusto. They were pulling off moves that he didn't see in their first match, and it was just a straight-up brawl. But the turning point comes when he hits a pop-up powerbomb on Sami Zayn on the ring apron. And then the match just goes downhill and becomes a brutal beatdown as Kevin Owens proceeds to unleash hell upon a defenseless, crippled Sami Zayn. So much so that he was just blowing off referees. The match got called. The match was thrown out at this point. But Kevin Owens was saying that he was going to destroy Sami Zayn. He didn't say he was going to beat him. He said he was going to destroy Sami Zayn. tonight when he talked to Cena on Monday. And that's what he did. He destroyed him. So what? He didn't get the pinfall victory. Kevin Owens doesn't need a pinfall victory to be dominant. He takes it from the Brock Lesnar school of thinking. Just destroy the fuck out of them. I mean, you've heard of Suplex City? Well, welcome to Powerbomb-burg, baby. And as he was pulling him back in the ring for yet another powerbomb, William Regal comes out and just gives him the riot act. He tells him to cool it. Kevin Owens don't give no fucks and just went back to beating the shit out of him. Then Regal goes all old school and does the over-the-face nose hook, but eats a headbutt from Kevin Owens. And Owens just goes outside the ring to get a steel chair. And then I lose my shit again. I have not marked out this hard this week than I have with what's been going on in the WWE. Someone comes out to stop this horrendous beatdown. The one who comes out to do it, Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine, at one point the most feared man in TNA, the man who was undefeated as champion for over 2 years, the man who trained and was a consistent rival with CM Punk. One of the only Grand Slam champions in TNA history. The Samoan submission machine, for the first time ever on WWE television, comes out. And the stare down is amazing. These two, oh God, I'm still marking out. And Owens backs down, of course, because he doesn't want any more of Samoa Joe, not at this point. And he goes to the back, and Joe helps Zayn up, or helps the referees take care of Zayn. And then Owens comes back out, drops the belt, and it looks like the two are going to fight, but then he picks up the belt and retreats again, saying, I did what I had to do. I did what I had to do. And that was NXT TAKEOVER Unstoppable. My thoughts? They hit it out of the park again. Once again, NXT hits it out of the park. There were some hiccups. The tag title match was definitely the weakest match on the card. Baron Corbin looked amazing tonight. The opening was awesome. The women's title match once again raises the bar for how women should be booked and presented in the WWE. The title match was fantastic. You may not agree with the ending. I do, because it makes Kevin Owens still look like an unstoppable, merciless, sadistic bastard, and we get Samoa Joe in NXT. I want to be smiling for the next couple of hours, if not the next couple of days. Wow. So not only does Kevin Owens piss off John Cena, beat the shit out of Sami Zayn, but now he has to contend with the Samoan submission machine. The next couple of weeks are going to be interesting. Interesting, to say the least. If you haven't got the WWE Network, get it now, because NXT is never going to be any more interesting. It is going to be amazing. Wow. So, yeah. Fight Owens fight versus Joe's gonna kill you. Place your bets. So that was NXT TAKEOVER, and that's my bid. Like what you see? Link, comment, subscribe below. Got any questions, comments, or want to discuss what the awesomeness that we just saw tonight? Leave them below. I'll respond back to you, and if you're nice, I'll give you a cookie. You want to support the channel? Click on an advertisement or two. It literally takes a second out of your day, and it really helps out. Or if you want to donate directly, tip jar is up there. Drop $1 in the bucket. So, until next time, this is shintigercurl, that dude in the straw hat, saying good night. And Joe's gonna kill you. 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 Joe's gonna